Okay, I think we're live. Um, I'm gonna test my microphone and see if it is working. Let's see here. Um, let's see here. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. All right. Hello everyone. I'm doing a little bit of a different stream today. We recently, as of today, Norfolk Southern and Union Pacific have made an agreement to team up to plan a merger at some point. It's in the early stages right now. They have entered agreement with all the executives, and everyone has made agreement and said we're moving forward with this. So I wanted to talk to you guys about some things that are. Hey, what's up, brother? Hey, welcome to the stream. BNSF's 3771 Productions. Um, so yeah. Um, Today, I'm actually discussing about the merger between Union Pacific and Norfolk Southern. Hey, Matt the Outcast, welcome. Um, so yeah, pretty much I'm talking about the merger and what could go good in the merger and what could go bad about it. There are a lot of things that can make this merger not really good, and some of them that could make it good. Do you know about NS 3420? Oh God, don't even get me started with that Nicholas Bozo guy. Yeah. Looking for BNSF to make a offer for CSX. Hey, yeah, that might happen. It just depends. But to be honest, both railroads are not into that yet. But yeah, Johnny Bellamy Video Productions, welcome to the stream. I hope I pronounced your name right. But yeah, I wanted to talk about the merger, what could go good, what could go bad, and also have your opinions on it. NS merger. Do do you think the UP NS merger will be Penn Central all over again? Probably not. I mean, they already made an agreement about this merger, so it's not really. I don't think it's going to end up like Penn Central because Penn Central they just pretty much just merged without even showing a sign of talking to each other. That's pretty much how it went down. Do you know about the PN Heavy Railroad as the PRLX? Not really. So, something I needed to mention about this merger, I'm going to mention some of the positive things before we get to the bad stuff. Um, this could actually help some things in our country. It could decrease trucking. Um, that is one thing that can actually happen. Um, it still has to be approved by the Surface Transportation Board and I believe the Interstate Commerce Commission. So it's it's going to take a while until that happens. If this merger does happen, we won't be seeing it for another couple years. So as business perspectives go, this could decrease trucking and increase rail again. Um, and that's for business perspective. Now, railfan wise, well, we could actually see a bit of the steam program for Union Pacific expand, and who knows, maybe there will be more engines coming to the program. It just depends on what Union Pacific wants to do once they acquire NS. The downside about this merger is that um, for business perspective wise, um, what is this? Does the NNW Class A1218 is a bad user? Yeah, he's not a good person. I don't. He. I mean, I could talk to him right now. I don't want to go into too much detail since my buddy Caleb already has some evidence behind what he did. What he did was he actually threatened my friend Caleb with a gun. So yeah. That's pretty so yeah, I don't wanna talk about it that much because I don't want to get age restricted or whatever, so but yeah, I do not really appreciate Nicholas Clemmings, he's not a really nice person. He's pretty much like, I don't know, Skid Row frontman Sebastian Bach in a way. So, He's very hypocritical and such. So back to the merger anyways, back to the merger. Um, the problem with this merger is that it's going to create not like very uneven competition with the other freight railroads. For example, BNSF. They are the second largest rail company in the United States. Do you go anime? Do you go anime is now finish things. I wonder what the unions have to say. Yeah, I'll get to that in just a sec, John Johnny. So the problem with this merger is that it's going to create very uneven competition with the other railroads. For example, BNSF is the second largest railroad company. I just want to mention this, but yeah, they are the second largest railroad company as of right now. They they have pretty big competition with Union Pacific. Same with CSX with Norfolk Southern. They have very strong competition with those. Those two have very strong competition as well. And another problem here is that, to be honest, if you think about this, this merger is, I would say, a little bit hypocritical in a way. I'm just going to say that right now. Um, the merger, if you think about it, Union Pacific has been against several railroad mergers ever since the proposed Canadian National BNSF merger back in the early 2000s and late 90s. And they were also against the CPKC merger from the beginning. So, yeah. Uh, if the merger goes through, really hope NNW towing team returns to Steam. It's unlikely. I don't really know though. I like I like your YouTube channel. Yeah, thanks, man. Um, another like pretty much there's the problem with the merger is that it's going to create unfair competition between the rest of the railroads. Um, for example, like it seems hypocritical because they've been against both the CN BNSF proposed merger back in the 90s and early 2000s, and they were against the CPKC merger. And now they want to acquire Norfolk Southern. That just doesn't seem right. It doesn't. It literally doesn't seem right, to be honest. Now, you're wondering, what do I think about the merger? Uh, it's mixed. I I'm not too big of a happy about this merger if it does go through because it's just going to create a lot of problems, and I just don't think that will look good for our country in a way. Do you think world wide world of trains on what do you think? Do you know what? Yeah, I do know him. Yeah, I do. He's an alright channel. I don't really pay attention to him that much though. Um, yeah, pretty much it doesn't look good. Like there's a lot of like where the positives are good, that's just where they end because there's so much wrong that this there's so much that could go wrong with this merger. For other than the competition from the railroads, the another problem here is that it's going to create a big monopoly because Norfolk Southern and Union Pacific has some parallel routes, specifically around the Missouri and the Kansas City line, the NS Kansas City line, and the lines that UP runs out of St. Louis. Those are really parallel, very close to parallel to each other. They're pretty far apart, but they still are like very connected. They're very like just pretty much parallel in a way. And that is not looking good for that. That won't look good. I mean, sure they could sell it off for another company. Well, that's another problem. It's just I don't think that's part of the reason why I think this merger shouldn't really happen because of it. What else we got? CJ Compt Comp Compton, welcome to the stream. I hope I pronounced that right. I'm not really good with some of these names. Sorry. But yeah, what is this? Shippers are concerned about service and rate increases. Yes, that's another thing I wanted to point out here. Yes, with this, if it becomes a monopoly, shipping rates are going to go even higher, and we won't be able to transport a lot of things on that particular railroad, and it's going to also create a lot of problems with the other railroads too. And the reason why, and I do want to point this out about the CPKC merger. I know a lot of people still don't like it, but to be honest, I do kind of like the merger. I'm glad what they went for. But the reason why the CPKC merger happened in the first place is because they had no parallel routes. They were just completely connected just from one city, and that was Kansas City. Because if you think about it, the Canadian Pacific has a large network up in Canada, and they expanded all the way to Kansas City via the Dakota, Minnesota, and Eastern, which ran out of around, I think, St. Paul and then also Chicago, and it went all the way down to Kansas City. And CP bought that around 2008. And ever since then, the Davenport subdivision on CPKC has bustled. Not even joking. When I went to film down there, there's been a lot of activity, and and that's what makes me happy about that merger. I know we lost another class one, but hey, I'm actually happy that they did that because we have more trains running in that area. Do you listen to music on YouTube? Yes, a lot. I actually I'm a bit of a musician myself. I actually play bass guitar in my high school band. I actually have one right here. I could show you guys. I'm pretty sure you've seen it in my last live stream, but yeah. But back to the merger. Another problem here is that, sorry guys, um, some of the problems that this could actually is just, they have parallel routes. CPKC has intermodal service from Canada to Mexico. Yeah, that's one thing that that merger actually helped with. So you guys can see easily why the UPNS merger is kind of like a clone of what CPKC is trying to do, because Union Pacific and Norfolk Southern don't understand why the CPKC merger went through. And to be honest, the president of Canadian Pacific knew what he was doing, because he knew that connecting those two railroads was actually going to work, because there were no parallel routes. They had an easy connection. They had a shared yard in Kansas City, with both KCS and CP shared a yard together. So you could see why they did this merger in the first place. And sure, Union Pacific could do another big tour with Big Boy across the Norfolk Southern trackage. Well, yeah, that could work, but there's another problem. And this is where I'm going to go into a little bit of railfan wise, as a railfan's perspective. So, under the railfan's perspective, under this merger, why they don't like it is because there won't be as much variety. Um, we could lose a lot of heritage units from Norfolk Southern. I don't know if they're just going to repaint them and just make new ones or something like that. It just depends, but I don't know. It's sure they could have it as two separate districts or something, but no. But the problem here is this won't go. There's a lot of things that are going to go wrong with variety in a way, because we will lose Norfolk Southern. I mean, sure, Norfolk Southern's paint scheme is not really interesting. It's just one color and just the logos on the front and the sides. So, I mean, sure, it's not that big, but still. The 1877 Cars for Kids is a song, right? Will they shed lines? Um, the lines that I can see them taking down are one of the two, specifically the Norfolk Southern Kansas City line, the Kansas City district. Specifically, the line that goes, at least I think, from Decatur, like all the way to Kansas City and a little bit of St. Louis. That's something that I can see them taking down. Now, they might sell it to another operator, but I don't know. And part of the reason why I think personally why both CPKC and Union Pacific and Norfolk Southern mergers, like part of the reason why I think they were doing these is because they've been affected by the precision schedule railroading tactics, and they're trying to get out of them, and they think merging, and this is in my opinion, just letting you know, they think I'm pretty sure I think they like for them merging is the only way for them to move forward to get out of PSR. That's what I think. Do you watch Daddy05 on YouTube? No, I don't really like that channel. Short lines and regionals could benefit. Yeah, that is true, but we've already lost a couple of short lines and well, yeah, we technically lost a couple regional and short line railroads because of because the class ones have been purchasing a lot of things. But it's just another thing under railfan wise is less steam appearing on Norfolk Southern trackage. For example, Nickel Plate 765 and Norfolk and Western 611. Those two are the shining stars of Norfolk Southern's were the shining stars of Norfolk Southern steam program and are still pretty big part are pretty big deals to Norfolk Southern to this day. Like they still post about them all the time. And what this knowing Union Pacific because they don't really allow other private organizations running steam engines on their tracks. If this merger goes through, it's a very possibility they're going to ban 611 and 765 from running on their tracks, trying to go to other tourist railroads. So it's a little bit of a hard situation here. Like that doesn't make sense to me. Like unless if Union Pacific finally just thinks about and just lets other organizations run on their tracks, then that could work. Because for the past several years, Norfolk or Union Pacific has been against running other private organizations' locomotives on other railroads' tracks. Now, sure, Silvis has Challenger 3985 and 5511. They could run on their tracks. Well, the only reason why is because they have Union Pacific name on them. That's it. It still doesn't make sense because we have several steam locomotives that have potential to run and even more that are still have potential run. For example, we have Chesapeake and Ohio 614, the PRR 5550 project, the Pennsylvania Railroad 1361 project. What else? We also have the Southern Railway 630 and 4501. There's several steam locomotives that have potential that they can still run on Norfolk Southern trackage, but if the merger goes through and they still are against steam engines running on their tracks besides theirs, that's just not going to happen. They might have to. That's going to create a lot of problems for other organizations too, because they won't get the money that they would like. That they won't be able to like get funding when they do those trips. In order to get those locomotives to their the tourist route or whatever they're going to be running on, they got to use the class one. And with Norfolk Southern gone, they won't be able to do that because Union Pacific is probably going to be against it. And they're not even going to let them even they're not even going to let that steam engine even touch one wheel on their tracks. So I just don't think there's a lot of wrong about this merger. Do you think any of the class 1 railroads will acquire the GNW and get all the short lines? I don't know. Genesee and Wyoming is a really big company, to be honest, so I don't think so. How will this affect Amtrak? Oh, yeah, that's the next topic here. So this could also hurt a little bit of Amtrak service in a way. Um, I don't know how that would affect it. I mean, sure, they have trackage rights and whatever, but like, I mean, the government says they have to run on their tracks, otherwise they will do something about it. But still, like, it's going to create more delays for Amtrak's, and a lot of things are going to there's going to be a lot of issues. So, yeah. How will this affect Metra? Uh, I don't think it's really going to affect Metra that much. I mean, the operating schedules might be a little messed up at first, but yeah. So I don't know. It's a little messed up. And overall this merger is not really this merger just has a lot of problems. I've been also hearing from a lot of news sources that several unions of both companies are against this merger because they're afraid that that they're going to have a lot of job loss, and that's another reason. There's possibility that when the merger happens, they're going to lay off more and more people. Not even joking, because Norfolk Southern's group is going to join with Union Pacific, and they're probably going to do some things to Union Pacific that UP doesn't want to do. I don't know how that will work, but because Norfolk Southern has a lot of greedy people working for them, to be honest, and they're not that they're like some of the unions on Norfolk Southern are not really that friendly to like rail fan wise, but also they're just they're mostly greedy, and it's not fair to a lot of other railroads. And Union Pacific, it just pretty much Norfolk Southern is somewhat against like preservation right now in a way, I guess. Like because they don't want to run any steam program, and they don't have the money for it, obviously, because the East Palestine derailment. To me, like another reason why this merger is happening is I feel like Norfolk Southern is trying to cover up the East Palestine derailment. So yeah, do you think the SPSF merger would have been successful if it actually happened? Well, to be fair, yes, it would have been successful. Now, there were some reasons. The reason why it didn't happen, it's not because there was a little bit of a monopoly because they covered the same territory, but the pretty much the several members in the labor unions, the president, CEO, they were all arguing a lot, and they just couldn't come to important agreements. So that's pretty much why it didn't happen. This is why UP sucks. Well, the it's a little bit, yes, but the here's the thing. Norfolk Southern and Union Pacific are two major opposite railroads in a way, because Norfolk Southern, they don't have a steam program anymore. They're somewhat, I think they may or may not be against railroad preservation, like running excursions on their line, pretty much. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but that's just what I see. Because they don't want to run on their tracks right now. I mean, sure, positive train control, but like still, it just doesn't seem like they're into preservation that much. Now, Union Pacific, on the other hand, I know who you are, Cam. Wait, who's this? Landon's trains are more. Welcome to the stream. Who are you? I don't remember you. Are you Landon D? I don't want to reveal your last name. Is that who you are? I know who you are, Cam. Okay. I mean, sure. Okay. Yes, sir. Oh, hey, yeah, it's Landon. Hey, what up, man? I'm just talking about the Union Pacific Norfolk Southern merger. That's me. Yep. I was hoping that was you because from what it looked like. But yeah, a problem with this merger is just it doesn't seem right because Union Pacific is into preservation because they have Big Boy and 844 and other locomotives in their roster that have some historical significance. And Norfolk Southern doesn't really do that much because they pretty much all the things that they had in their program were sold off, or the organization that runs them can't run on their tracks anymore. Well, at least leading and running a full public excursion on their tracks. So it does not make any sense. If BNSF does a merger, I'm retiring as a rail fan. Oh God. Well, yeah. There's a lot of problems with this merger. It just doesn't seem right, to be honest. Do you have my DM on Discord? I think so. I'll have to get on here. You know what? I'm gonna call my buddy SD70 Mac Productions and see if he wants to join here. Actually, never mind. I don't think he will. This is. Could you see a Canadian National CSX merger? Not really. I can see BNSF going back to CN for another try to do that merger again, because there's a very big possibility they're going to try to do that again. To be honest, Because if that happens, because I could see CN and BNSF wanting to do that because they were very, very close to getting that merger approved. But of course, Union Pacific came in and said no. So, yeah. Do you have Discord or Facebook or anything? I'm wondering if and don't like this merger happening. Yeah. I mean, I do have Discord. It's my username. It's the same name as my Discord name is pretty much the same as my YouTube account name. Just no spaces in between the words. So, yeah. But yeah, chat, can I see what your opinions are on this merger? Like, what do you not like about this merger, and what do you like about this merger? And if there's nothing like in between, like if there's nothing that you don't like, you don't have to share it. But just like give me like suggestions on what could possibly be wrong with this merger and what could be good. So, I mean, sure, I've seen a lot of rail fans that do like it. I hate it. Yeah, you just in general hate it. Yeah. I'm a little bit in the mid side because there's just so many things that can go wrong. I'm mostly focused on the business side of the merger, not really the rail fan side, because I know there's a bunch of rail fans that are foaming about this and say, "Oh, this is so terrible." Me. Okay, yeah, I'm not, but still, it's just that actually it don't matter to me. BNSF is the best. Yeah, I know you're the biggest BNSF foamer I know. But yeah. Um, but anybody else, what do y'all think? I need to see if SD70 My Productions wants to join here. Mm, I added you as a friend on Discord. Okay. Let me see here. Oh, yep, I got you. All right. Let's get my buddy SD70 Mac Productions on the stream. So, um, so this is gonna take a little bit. So I'm just gonna. All right. New meeting. Create. Okay, I just need to send this on Instagram. All right. Yeah. So just give me some time, guys. I'm just gonna get my old buddy SD70 Mac Productions on here, and I want to get his opinion on the merger. Okay, come on. There we go. Okay. Let me just get the thing pulled up here. All right. Oh, never mind. He's just gonna call on Instagram. Hold on. Let me get this. Okay. Let me get the code in. I don't know if it worked. Dang it. Oh, wait. Never mind. I found it. Yeah? And guys, I'll be back on the stream in just a sec. I just need to back on here for a sec. Just give me a moment, guys. I'll be right back. Yeah? Is it dishes? Is it dishes? I'm in the middle of doing a live stream, just letting you know. Alright, guys, I'm back. Use a microphone and camera. Yes. Okay. Is everyone still here on the stream? Let's see who else. Do you have Snapchat by any chance? No, I don't. Would both railroads have multiple headquarters? Probably. And thank you for accepting my friend request. Yep. With Dome Tracy. Do you watch him? I don't know. I don't know who that is. Do you have Instagram? Yes. My Instagram is actually a link. There's a link on my YouTube page, and you can go to my Instagram there. Here's what I think of the UP/NS merger. UP has way too many locomotives to merge with another Class 1. Okay, yeah, I could see that. NS may be power short as it is, but UP has so many locomotives that if they were to combine, they'd have more than enough locomotives. I'm still here. Yeah. Hey, do you know McJuggernuggets? Oh God, that guy. Yeah. All right. Let me send him a meet link. Let me turn off my camera. Okay. Uh, SD Study Mac Productions, can you hear me? Okay. Can you hear me? All right. Let me. Oh, stop it. I don't want to get copyright. Oh, stop it. I don't want to get copyright. Oh, stop it. I'm trying. I'm trying to see if they can hear you. I don't think they can hear you. Hold on. Actually, wait. No, they won't be able to hear you. Dang it. Hold on. Just call me on Instagram. Do you AI? Do y'all has CS6 been a submerger? Yeah. Mm. The whole PSR thing is the reason NS is power short. Yeah, that is very true. Okay, you there?
Yes.
Okay. I'm on the stream here, and I want you to give the stream what your opinion is on the UP NS merger proposal.
It's actually happening.
Yeah, yes, it is. They actually entered an agreement just today.
Why?
And apparently, from what I heard, that they're just going to keep the name Union Pacific.
What a bunch of cheapskates. They're taking down Norfolk Southern and they're not even going to change the name.
Pretty much. But think of what's something that you're concerned about this merger?
The variety in the roster.
I'm mostly concerned about what's going to happen with the economy if that happens, because
That's not what you're worried about.
do you know Violent One's usernames on William? No, I don't. Sorry. STB has to approve it first. Yes, that's the one thing we have to get to. The Surface Transportation Board has to approve the merger in order for it to happen. Not only that, but since they're both U.S. companies, I believe they have to also be approved by the Interstate Commerce Commission. So
you know how well that goes.
Oh yeah, because we all know what happened with what the ICC did with SPSF.
Does this mean there's a better chance of seeing heritage units?
Of seeing them?
I just thought of that today.
Maybe, I don't know.
Because that means like for the UP intermodal that comes here, would that mean that the heritage units were to come on there?
Maybe, I don't really know.
They're going off to.
To be honest, I find Union Pacific a little bit hypocritical about this. What do you think?
I think they're justified.
Because let's.
I think they're being a little bitches because, well, they realized, oh, BNSF is larger than us in a way. I forgot how.
People. Hold on,
I heard somewhere that BNSF's larger, and they're like, oh, we need to change that, and now they're doing this.
Well, to be honest, it's more of a It's more of a reaction to the CPKC merger, actually.
A reaction. I think they realize BNSF's larger than them, so they're like, we're gonna merge.
Well, I don't know. A lot of people in my comment section have been talking about this. They've been saying, let's see here. What is this here? Some people saying, oh, there's gonna be a CSX BNSF merger, or other stuff like that, if that happens. That doesn't exist. UP is mid. My buddy Landon said UP is mid. Oh yeah, because of what they're doing.
Bro, NS is mid.
LJM Production says this: Union Pacific has way too many locomotives to merge with another Class 1. What do you think?
Maybe there'll be separate names still.
I really want that to happen. I don't want these companies to get together, to be honest. To be honest, the only thing I think they should do is just partner up with, like, shipping services. That's really it. They don't need to merge.
They are. What's a cookie?
Because let's be real, CSX has already teamed up with CPKC on shipping services. It's not that they're merging; they're just teaming up with the services. So
does this mean NS will be in the next Southern Pacific?
Probably, I don't know.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Will they repaint locomotives?
Most likely, I can see them doing full rebuilds on them.
I'm thinking that what's the scheme gonna be?
It's probably just gonna be the same thing.
What?
And LJM Production said this, and Union Pacific 4014 couldn't run the whole NS system as some of the curves would be too tight for it.
Too tight for the big boy.
Yeah.
BS.
Well, to be honest, like, to be fair, the big boy was more made for, like, tighter curves around the western part, and the eastern part is a little snug. So, yeah.
What's the big boy branch?
I mean, we could see it doing horseshoe curve, but, like, because it's a big rail link. But other than that, it just doesn't make sense, because Norfolk Southern and Union Pacific are two major opposite railroads. Did you hear IRM is getting being executive MAC? Yes, I did hear about that. Yeah.
It's not an executive MAC, it's an H2. But
yeah, but it's going to be an executive paint. But did you hear SC70 MAC Productions? Yeah, that they moved it back to Galesburg again.
Why?
I don't know. It was supposed to go to the IRM, I think, not too long ago, but it just got moved back.
It's the MAC?
No, I think it's because I don't know. I think Union Pacific declined moving it there at the moment since they're stuffed up with stuff. Don't really know though.
Maybe it's 69 and 76. Maybe they're like, hey, we're moving these. You can wait. They had all summer to move 9400 though.
Yeah.
It came to town on railroad days.
UP 1943 led the UP OCS through Horseshoe Curve back in 2018. Yeah, I did hear about that. Okay, I find this funny. So Union Pacific can't run their steam locomotives on other railroads, but they ran their OCS on the other railroads, including Norfolk Southern.
That's a big difference. That's a huge difference. It's not they can take that out there. They can't take the steams out there because they don't want anything happening to them.
That is true.
Because what if some breaks on it? Norfolk Southern may not be able to handle it like UP does.
That is true.
So maybe that's the issue.
But yeah.
Yes, it is. It's an honor. I think it's going. Yeah, that is stopping.
But what competition can you see this merger having effect on?
Rail fans.
Well, it's not just rail fans, it's also the other railroads if you think about it. They're going to be affected greatly. And also did you know that Norfolk Southern and Union Pacific have, I think, 2 parallel lines?
They do.
Yeah, they do. The Norfolk Southern has a line that stretches all the way to Kansas City, and it closely parallels the Union Pacific Jefferson City subdivision that runs between Kansas City and St. Louis,
Oh wow.
and it also connects to the Union Pacific Springfield sub and the other lines. And I think they have another parallel line down in Louisiana.
You know what thought scared me?
What?
Seeing Union Pacific patched Norfolk Southern units.
That is likely to happen.
That's scaring me. I don't want to see that.
Pretty much no one wants to see that.
There's probably someone out there who does.
I mean, to be honest, all the older locomotives that Norfolk Southern has that had unlike Union Pacific where they have only just a little left of their fallen flags still painted, Norfolk Southerns are all gone. They already painted everything.
They wiped them like
hotcakes.
Like 15 years ago, they started doing that.
Yeah, all their Conrail inherited stuff is gone.
They either repainted it or took stuff that wasn't repainted and retired it.
Yeah, pretty much. And CSXs are all gone too. The last Conrail locomotive on CSX was repainted or retired by 2014.
See that one at Silvis? See, what they do sometimes is when you're getting rid of schemes, they repaint stuff, but then you just retire a massive stuff, and that takes effect on like the remaining of schemes.
Same. CJ is also seen 4014 in Rochelle. Yeah, I've seen 4014 myself, and so has SD70 Mac Productions.
Let me just say, it's larger in person.
Yeah, and to be honest, we both got to see it in Rochelle, and let's just say the crowds were terrible.
Crowd was fine. No one pushed me, thankfully.
Well, it wasn't pushing. It's just the crowds were so packed that not like at when we were at the locomotive, but traffic was terrible.
Well, yeah, it's a big board.
Yeah, traffic was terrible up there because it felt like the whole city of Chicago came.
No, my dad pointed out 30 minutes till the event was gonna close. There was people parked 2 miles down walking there.
Yeah.
Walking towards there. 30 minutes to at least 4 miles, 30 minutes before the event was over. And it was your people aren't gonna make it.
Yeah, and I actually heard that they actually had to it got so bad to the point where they had to keep the event open for another hour.
I was gonna say, yeah, they were. When I was at Peck Park, no, not Peck Park, at the Ralphin Park, I could hear the whistle from there.
Yeah. What did you think of hearing 4014's whistle for the first time?
Yes. Or was that when my parents met you? That's when
I saw the 4014 in St. Paul, Minnesota back in 2019. That's neat. I've seen it 4 times already, so it's not too much. I've seen it back in 2019 at Clinton, Iowa. I've seen it in St. Louis back in 2021. I've chased it from Grand Island to Omaha back in 2023. And then I got to see it again 2024 in Rochelle.
You know what? I'm looking back. How many UP Heritage units have you seen?
0 for me.
3.
Surprisingly, I've only seen 3. Only seen nothing. What? You've only seen 3? I thought you only caught 1983 and 1988.
I also caught 2002.
Oh, that's right. Forgot.
That one's in storage. Did you hear that? They put it in storage now.
That's sad.
Both Olympic units are now in storage.
To be fair, I know that I'm pretty sure Union Pacific is going to do something like that again. They're going to paint 2 more units for the LA Olympics in 2028.
They did it. They did a recreation of 4141. They were bound to do that.
Oh yeah, the 1616.
I realized it's literally the scheme, even this down to the scheme, is the exact same.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. It's pretty much the same concept, just with colors from 119 plastered on it. You know what I'm talking about? The 119, the UP 119. Yeah, that one.
So weird.
Some people say it should have been on an ace.
Man, they can. Would it look any better on an Ace though? No, because if they did repaint it on an Ace, they would be like they should have put it on an ST70M. Choose a side, people.
Well, to be fair, I can see why they painted on an SD70M because they know that those things are going to be slowly dying.
They're starting to plague them. It's creepy.
Well, apparently, from what I heard, Union Pacific is still running several of them. They're just retiring the fleet gradually.
I saw one yesterday, in fact.
Yeah. There's several that are still on the rails. Either that or they're starting to reactivate them, realizing that they're power short. Either that or they started reactivating them just because they're power short or something. I don't know.
There's too many of them to
Yeah.
retire at once. That would put a massive hole in their roster.
Did you see my Rochelle video?
No.
That's fine. But
I didn't get around to doing that.
well, guess what? Guess what I caught on one of the Union Pacific intermodals that I caught in Rochelle.
And then I started to shoot it.
No, there was a UPSD70M with like bars on the front windows and sides.
That came from Mexico, then.
Yeah, it did. I was surprised. I didn't think I'd ever see that, but apparently it was there.
They must not have taken off the thing. Did you hear that UP's been leasing some ST70Ms to the Alaskan Railway?
Oh, really?
And some got sold to the. I saw a couple of these, but some got sold to the Paducah and Louisville.
Huh. So you're telling yeah, including I believe 4479, aka XUP SD70M 4014.
I don't know where that went.
That one went to Alaska to be used.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, remember it got renumbered to 4479.
Yeah, it did. Speaking of which, the Alaskan ST70 Max and the Executive Max is similar.
Oh yeah, the Alaska Railroad SD70 Max are actually have head and power built in them.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, they do because they pull scenic trains on. They pull passenger trains out in Alaska too.
What? Yeah, they do. They do everything.
And did you hear that they also painted one of their SD70 Max into one of their older paint schemes?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
If they retire the Max, I'm gonna be sad.
To be fair, that's one of their main motive powers on the railroad. So.
You know what I'm saying? If they find a replacement.
I don't know when they will. It doesn't seem like they will for a long time.
BNSF is being stupid about. Why doesn't BNSF rebuild their stuff? Like every Class 1 is rebuilding their Dash 9 series. How come BNSF isn't? They're the second biggest buyer for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like BNSF is almost the biggest user of the Dash 9. How come they're not rebuilding them when every other Class 1 is?
It's weird. I mean, to be honest, I really wish they could rebuild them to AC44C4Ms, but apparently from what I heard that they canceled that project because they said it didn't go successful.
Well, that's what happens when you take a 6-axle unit, almost pretty much make it. Don't do the AC44C4M then. Do the 6M.
The reason why they chose called the C4M is because it has 4 traction modes. Because they're pretty much just trying to make them like, I guess you could say AC44s but with GEVO specs.
That's what the AC44C6M is. It's just a Dash 9 with fucking GEVO specs.
Yeah, like they also have GEVO cabs, and it's just they want to make them like their C4s, their ES44 C4s.
Do you think that NS's C40-9 rebuild was the reason for all this?
Like, you mean the C6M rebuild?
Maybe got inspired and thought, and they realized that they may have to retire all that stuff, so they were like, we'll just rebuild it because we have too much of it.
Probably. Yeah,
I think they're simply rebuilding them because there's just too many on the roster to just wipe out.
I mean, for example, BNSF's, they're the C4Ms, and CPs, like pretty much every Class 1 now has a variant of the AC44 C6M in a way.
NS is a little about it.
Yeah, and they were the ones who started that series. For example, of course, BNSF has the C4M. CP has the AC4400 CWM. And then they also have, I believe, and then CSX also has the CM44. I believe it's called the CM44 AC.
Yeah, they CSX's redesignations or something.
Because CSX, I heard either that. Actually, no, I think they renamed CSX renamed their AC-44s to, I believe, CM-44 AHs.
What's a locomotive on a Class 1 roster that there's too many of them to just retire?
I don't even know. And I believe AC.
I know. I can name you all one from all of it.
Oh wait, I forgot. CN's also been getting C6Ms, and then CPKC already had.
That's what I said. Every railroad has done this, and the BNSF isn't.
Yeah. Excuse me.
I can name you some locomotives that are too big to retire.
Can you imagine Union Pacific owning the horseshoe curve? Mr. Railyard said that.
I don't want to think about that.
CS6 4420, welcome to the stream.
Who?
There's people on the stream. Limb Productions, I didn't
Last year,
see.
CS6 4400, 4420.
CP has hydrogen locomotives. Yeah, I know that. But yeah, But yeah, you can name off name off the stuff that has been retired, pretty much.
Like you.
Huh?
Like you. What's with?
Because I know Union Pacific has retired a good chunk of their SD70Ms.
What's a locomotive that got retired that you're sad about retiring? That them retired, basically.
Probably the Dash 8s. Under BNSF.
No, under any railroad.
Oh, under any railroad?
Like any locomotive.
Oh, any locomotive. Okay. Other than the Dash 8, which they're already starting to appear in preservation already, but anyway. One thing I am kind of sad about seeing leaving us is this is a hard one.
Everything from 2018, basically. That's for me. I would name it all, but it's a long list.
Let me think. I don't know. It's a mixture between the SD60M. Well, no, BNSF already has SD60M still. Like for
I miss the BN ones.
Oh yeah, those. Well, BN still. Well, they still have
Some
those.
guy threw a water bottle at us from one of those because it was so hot outside. From a BN one, I think. Or it was a Dash 9, and there was a BN Triclops in the Kansas. I remember that. That was awesome. I'll never forget that.
This is a hard one. I can't think of one. One locomotive I think.
I can think of so many right now.
I mean, to be fair, my number one pick of one locomotive I'm sad to see go is the B40-8Ws.
One, I knew you were going to say this around too. They're still in service. They're not fully gone.
Yeah, there's still several that are still around. It's just they're just slowly being retired.
Yeah, no, it's gonna. See, it feels like the retirement's gonna happen, and we're not gonna know it.
But hey, at least we have 537 in preservation, and also UP 1848.
I want to be a sub one. How come BNSF scrapped the last three? Or I don't know if they scrapped them yet, but the last three blue bonded B40-AWs. What BNSF? What's their problem? Why'd you get rid of them?
Wait, you mean just the B40-8s, the standard cap ones? You said B40-8Ws.
The only three that didn't get H1.
Oh, is there still some in storage?
Not that I know of. I don't know what all that's left in Galveston at this point.
From what I heard,
I know there were. Oh my God! I just realized I saw a video on a CS6 intermodal and it had BNSF 573 getting towed. I thought that was from Galveston. It isn't. It's actually from Minneapolis. Did it? One in Minneapolis.
Wait, hold on. Oh, we got Southern Pacific 4449 Productions on here. He said this. Please tell me that CSX would be a better railroad to merge with.
I doubt it. I don't think it'd be any different.
Well, to be honest, Union Pacific actually approached CSX and offered them that, and they said no.
They said we kind of want to do our own thing.
Yeah, and CSX actually made their comments about this merger. They said it's a great. The CSX said that it is a bit of a harsh competition with them, but they said they still got some access to some places that the new railroad would not have.
I don't know.
For example, they have full access to Florida. That's something that UP and like Norfolk Southern somewhat has. They only have trackage to Jacksonville.
So they don't even get, so they're not even that far into.
Yeah.
It's just like Missouri. They're not even that far into there.
So pretty much
Oh, wait,
CSX controls most of the whole, like, is the only class one that controls most of that of Florida.
Yeah, do not touch CSX.
Because, well, CSX also, because pretty much CSX, most of the railroads in that area were, of course, the Atlantic Coastline and the Seaboard Airline.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we all know what happened to.
I don't know what happened. Someone watching.
Because, of course, the Seaboard, because then the Seaboard Coastline came in, and then the family lines, and then Seaboard System, and then, of course, CSX. So, yeah.
So, that's what you gotta realize. Like, for these class ones that came into that were made by merging, they're technically still the railroad. They're just under a new name.
Yeah, pretty much.
I miss the Santa Fe. It technically is the Santa Fe, but it looks different, but it still is.
I've heard, to be fair, there's still several people that I run into that still call BNSF Burlington Northern. I'm not even joking.
Well, yeah, it's kind of a easy slip up.
People just keep calling it the Burlington Northern. I'm not even joking.
It's still the same railroads, but they changed their name, their scheme, and then they got rid of anything that was Santa Fe and Burlington Northern, basically.
Hold on. Mr. Railyard said this. I'm interested in what CPKC's Progress Rail locomotives will look like.
I don't know if they're getting any from. They ordered Tier 4s from JD. I don't know if they're ordering anything from Progress Rail yet.
I would love to see CPKC and the other class ones buy some, those SD70 Tier 4s. Those look really interesting to me.
You just want to see them on BNSF, don't you?
Well, to be fair, I do kind of want to see them on BNSF. I know it's not going to happen because.
How many have you seen, like, Tier 4 aces?
I've only seen, I think, 3. That's surprising.
I've seen multiple on Union Pacific. I've seen a handful of the banana ones, aka the leasers. And the first one I saw and a couple of those UP colored ones, like the electromotive ones. And then the first one I saw was the 1501, the demonstrator.
Oh, yeah. Most of the only ones I've seen were Union Pacific ones. I've seen 2 in Galesburg and then 1 in Clinton, Iowa, helping out 4014. I'm not even joking. There was 1 trailing on 4014's excursion.
Oh yeah.
So I find that funny. 4014 is paired up with a locomotive that's supposed to reduce carbon emissions.
Probably all they had. You want to know a funny memory I have of a Tier 4?
What?
We were in, what was the town? It was outside Williamsfield. I think it was Laurel, Illinois. We were looking for the Monongahela.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that.
We're racing by this bridge that is going on. Dad honks the horn, and does a 2 honks with his horn, and then suddenly the Tier 4 honked back. Like in the exact style.
Oh. Mr. Railyard said something. He said, I really want to see UP 844 run again. Don't we all? Sure, 40.
I know someone who doesn't.
Uh-oh. Landon just said, what happened to the Great Pumpkin?
What did happen to it? That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, that's what we're all wondering.
If I tell someone, then they're going to be like, you're a filmer, and I'm going to have to rip their dicks off.
Well, to be honest, like, I do really wish that UP, like, BNSF could preserve it, but I just don't see it happening just because it's in bad condition.
You didn't want it preserved.
No, I did want it preserved. It's just, I said it's probably not going to happen because it's in bad condition. So.
So was 4014, and it got preserved.
Well, actually, when it was preserved, it was actually.
Every other scheme was in bad. I bet was in bad condition
and got preserved. Not really, actually.
With a little bit of, you can take it in, and with a little bit of work, you can get it good again.
Well, to be actually honest, when the big boys were retired, the ones that were set aside for preservation, those were actually in really good condition when they were sold to them.
Hey, guess what? You know what got preserved?
What?
A Milwaukee Road E unit that's at the IRM. Have you seen how bad that is?
Oh yeah, 32A.
That got preserved.
Well, actually,
with a little bit of restoration, if you donate it, someone can get their hands on it. They can repaint it. They can get new parts for it, and it'll be good as new. You just need the right people. Yeah, you have to give it to the right people to be able to make it good again.
To be honest, that Milwaukee Road E unit actually was in pretty good condition when it was donated, but over time, I think it's just fallen to pieces.
Basically, what I'm saying is preserve the Great Pumpkin, take care of it, it'll be good.
And here's another thing. You know the Chesapeake and Ohio you remember that Chesapeake and Ohio Kanawha that was on display at the IRM?
It was bad, wasn't it?
when it was donated, it was in really really good condition. They made it look brand new, but now look what IRM did.
You can make the Great Pumpkin look like that too. You just need work. What if they're secretly trying to fix it up, but they can't?
I mean, who knows? I mean, hey, BNSF did give us two good locomotives. They gave us 537 and 9400 to museums.
That's considering that we lost the Great Pumpkin, that's not really okay.
A good compromise.
It's not really, yeah.
Wait, hold up. I got something. I wish Steam could run on BNSF again. That's probably not gonna happen. 1522 looked awesome pulling BNSF EAS train. You mean the office car special?
The office car special.
Yeah, remember when 1522 pulled
I was
the
talking to someone. That's why I was muted.
Sorry. Yeah. But yeah, Mr. Railyard does have a point. He really does. We were talking about this earlier too. We were talking about how BNSF should actually do like a big tour across the country with one of their steam locomotives, like one of the locomotives that. Huh?
Do they need to?
I mean, it's up to them. I really want to see steam come on BNSF again, but that's just my foamer self speaking.
Yeah, that's your inner foamer speaking. You should be on it. It's a real foamer.
But yeah, BNSF Employee Appreciation Special. Oh, that's what it was called. Yeah, the Employee Appreciation Special. They're still running that, but they just don't have steam pulling it.
Is that a problem?
Well, not really, but I mean, the only problem I have with it is it's not coming to our area.
That's your problem. I don't care as long as they run it.
Yeah, I just hope that at some point they could probably do it like steam again on it. But I think part of the reason why they don't have steam locomotives running is because those steam engines don't have PTC in them yet.
I'm gonna say this for anyone who went to railroad days this year. Tell me what was the best part, because it kind of blowed. Not gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
It glowed.
Oh God. Oh yeah. Johnny said, "Will BNSF do heritage locomotives?" I mean,
Cameron's being a little foamer about it on railroad days. Like, they need to do heritage units, and I'm like, do they though? Is it really necessary?
I mean,
they should do preserve a good pumpkin.
I mean, to be fair, I really want them to do heritage units since this is the 30th anniversary, but it's up to them.
Okay, what was the best thing you saw on railroad days?
Hold on. I think the best thing I saw during railroad days was probably I would say the BNSF H1-9 leading the intermodal. That would have
been one of the tops, but then something that I saw and
6020. Oh yeah, 6026.
I ended up seeing something else that ended up beating everything.
Was it 6026?
No, we both saw that. No, there's something I saw.
Oh, 9400.
Yes, and you know what I saw? Literally saw 5 minutes before that.
What?
An H3 Mac lead-in.
Oh, sick.
I literally said, "Can we see a Mac today?" And after you left,
the 2 Macs were hey, we got Atlanta Coast Rail fanner. Brian Johnson explaining the NSUP merger real. But yeah, welcome, Caleb. SD70 Mac Productions got put do not hire list. What? I don't get that, Landon.
You need to go back to school because I don't know anything you just said.
I don't know, but yeah, we got Atlanta Coast Rail fanner on here
in the stream right now. A job application.
What'd you want the stream to talk? What did you ask the stream about?
You want to know something scary?
What?
A job application.
A job application?
So scary. It's scary. I can't even say it on here.
Oh.
So, in the chat, tell me, is that fucking email? Hey, you should be thanking me for trying to save it. You should be thanking me. You're so ungrateful.
What?
You want to know what's funny? You can actually email them. There's a thing on Google that says you can.
That's weird.
It's for like community questions. That's what they called it.
Oh, no wonder.
They called it community questions, and I was like, oh, so I'm pretty sure that means like someone from the public can email them and ask them about something.
Mr. Railyard posted another thing. It would be nice to see 1522 run again, but the museum is not being cool about it. Honestly, they should send it to Silvas. Yeah, I could see that happening, but to be honest with you guys, the reason why 1522 is probably not going to run again is because the Museum of Transportation, the ones who own it, obviously, they take great pride in their museum equipment. Like, so much to the point where they just don't want any other organization to run with it because they're just scared they're going to ruin it, pretty much. That's
Scary.
And also, to be honest, it's also because Union Pacific is having a hard time trying to let it out. Because, Union
Sure.
Pacific is a little harsh on having other organizations run on their track.
They should get the stick up out of their ass and just fucking be like, "Oh, you can run it on our line."
They need to do that. I mean, they did. They did a double header with 844. So
I don't think that means they would. I don't think that means anything to them.
Because for the past several years, they have let 1522 run on their track.
That doesn't mean anything to them now.
Yeah. But yeah, I do really want to see it go to Silva. I mean, I don't think it's going to be owned by the RRHMA. I mean, it could be just the RRHMA, just not in that location. It could probably still run in St. Louis. It's just they move it to Silvas just for the rebuild. Because, I mean, let's be real. I mean, Silvas would be a good place for it to get a rebuild at. That engine needs a lot of work,
really one
though.
person watching the stream?
Oh God, who is it? Let me see here. Can I actually?
I don't know. Is there really
I think it's just
one?
Mr. Railyard.
Where did everyone go?
Do you think it's time to end the stream or no?
What?
Do you think it's time to end the stream?
No.
Okay. We can stay on here a little bit longer. But
y'all should be thanking me for trying to save the Great Pumpkin. Y'all are so ungrateful.
Yeah. But
Logan left a comment, said it himself. If I only did that to see if there was a chance, see if it was possible. And it isn't, and now I know that.
I believe 1522's firebox is crapped out. Well, the actual reason why what's wrong with her is she has, I believe, a cracked crown sheet or a cracked flue sheet, and that has to be replaced. Well,
get a new one.
Well, the flue sheet has to be replaced. The crown sheet is a little hard to repair. They have to take the whole engine apart in order to get that repaired. Are you a train driver? No, I don't drive any trains yet.
Well, someone else is on the stream. Let's go.
Doug the Third.
Who was Doug the First or Doug the Second?
I don't know. But yeah. What is this? The NSUP merger looks like it's going to be complicated, considering that they have several interchange points and a large locomotive roster.
So what are they going to do about the roster? How old are you? How old are you? Answer that right now.
I don't really want to talk. I don't really want to reveal my age on here, just letting you know.
You know what I say to people who say that to me?
Who?
Did it? Yes, I did. Yes, I did, Landon. I did make it on there.
Did you? Oh, yeah, he did make it on there.
I don't care. That was on June 15th, and I was only told about it like a month later. And I was like, what the why am I on here? What? I was like, y'all should be thanking me.
What?
You know what? And Logan left a comment and said if he didn't say email BNSF, he would have never even seen his channel in the first place. I honestly think that's true.
What heritage railroads in Iowa would you have liked to visit? I do want to see the Boone Scenic Valley Railroad in Boone, Iowa. How about you?
Is that the only one in Iowa?
Huh?
Isn't that the only one in Iowa?
No, I think there's some other things. There might be other things.
Big one I know.
I mean, what do you think of the Boone Scenic Valley Railroad?
Doug just said, well, shout out to Stormy Sky for looking out for me. And Doug says he's 18. What's your favorite color?
My favorite color? What's
outfit? Why do you want to know this?
It's kind of weird for you to ask these questions. I'm just gonna say Doug the Third. I just don't want you to ask these like questions because they're a little suspicious to me. Just saying that.
I want to give you a
I don't want to
cupcake.
be rude to you. I just don't want you to say that stuff because it's just a little bit
I'm
suspicious to me.
gonna say something weird back. What's your address? I want to give you a cupcake.
No, what heritage railroads and I would you okay, I already asked that. Landon, my buddy Stormy Sky Railroad Production sent me a screenshot of him on there.
Said that.
Oh, Stormy
Okay,
Sky Railroad
Sky.
Productions. Oh, I know him personally. Yeah, I know Stormy Sky.
It is in your mom. The cupcake
Midwest.
is in your.
Mr.
What are you doing in this stream?
Mr. Railyard said that his one place he wants to visit is the Midwest Central Railroad.
Doug just said it is in your mom. What does that mean? What do you mean by that? Are you going to do something to my mother? I'm going to do something to you.
Okay, but okay, Doug the Third, just please don't. I just don't want you to ask.
What's my address?
Oh God, Landon said banned.
Yes,
Yep,
bro.
you're banned.
He said yes, bro. I forgot what I said. Okay.
Yeah, Doug the Third, just please don't ask.
He's listening.
Just please don't ask that just personal stuff, cause.
What's your address, Cameron? I want to give you a cupcake.
Oh God.
My cupcake. I mean, I want to touch
Oh God, Landon said banned. That's Queso's job.
You told me all Queso does is yell. That's a definite sign that you have never watched Queso in your life.
I have watched Queso.
No, you haven't. That's not all he does.
I know that's not all he does. It's just I said it's funny when he yells.
What?
Because
vomit bonnet. I tried to get one like last year because it was $200 at this train show. I tried to go get it. It's like it was at every other train show I went to. So I went to when I finally had the money. I went there. It was sold out.
Gee, Midwest Central
so you know what
has
I got instead a Phase 4 at 40 and then O scale SD80 Mac.
Midwest Central has a badass looking Shay locomotive. I would like to see. Oh yeah, I've seen a Shay run, but I think I've seen a Shay before. Well, I've seen plenty of Shays.
Superman movie. I've seen it twice.
The new when was that? What year was that? The new one that just came out this year?
Yeah, I can tell you what year. This year.
Okay, no, I haven't seen it yet. Sorry.
You're boring. I've seen it twice.
I bought it. Oh yeah. Landon said he bought it, and he says it works great, according to him, because it's got DCC and sound.
Oh, you bought it? I thought you rented it. I thought you could rent that. Man. Yeah, I tried to get a vomit bonnet. It got sold out, and I got mad.
To be fair,
actually, I was mad, but then I went ahead and bought two different things instead.
Yeah. Hey, but I actually also, I mean, you could go on Kato. I mean, Kato's pretty much is re-releasing the SD70 Mac vomit bonnet.
That's an N skill. Yeah. That's not an N skill. Actually, I have an N skill 92, 97.
Same with me. I am thinking about getting the vomit bonnet and N scale, but I just don't know yet.
I want to get 9647, and then I want to try to get 6976.
To be fair, I already have. To be fair, I'm not really focused on getting model trains for a while, just because I don't have my layout right now.
Cameron, I don't have a layout, and I still collect stuff. Have you seen my collection? I don't have a layout at all.
Honestly,
I have crack. I don't have a table.
Honestly, this might be the Canadian fan in me, but I would like to see another trip with the 2816. Do you know Stormy Sky Productions?
Yes, I do.
If you're talking about Stormy Sky Railroad Productions, the guy that takes photos on Instagram, yes, I know him. Hey, Randall Ellison. We got him on here.
It says there's one person watching, but there's also
and now 3 people. In chat. Now there's 3 people.
It says 0 XP. What?
How many short lines have you rail fanned?
Like 1, I think.
I've rail fanned the Iowa Interstate. How many? Jeez. Hey, my man Randall. How are you, friend? My friends with him. We live in the same town and hang around. Well, he lives in Alpha, from what I know. Yeah, we're watching this UPNS deal real close here on BNSF. That's neat.
Some
Yeah, hey Luke. Oh yeah. So far we've had a lot of things going on.
what's your Great Pumpkin?
No,
Expose where I live, lol.
no, no. Well, to be fair, a lot of people already know where I live, so yeah.
I love it. What?
Well, to be fair, the town I film in is obvious, so.
No one knows. Someone on one of my videos, someone on a post I made said, "So you live in Illinois?" So they didn't even know where I was.
I'm doing
good.
okay.
Oh, that's not stupid. They didn't even
Yeah.
see my channel. I don't even think they're a viewer.
I've had some people that are weird on my channel. I've had people ask me some weird things. So
Remember when people kept sending me porn links in my comments?
Oh god, I've had that too.
Wait, this was all 4 years ago. It stopped it stopped like in 2021, but it kept going on in 2020. It was weird.
CNO 2727 Productions, welcome.
My own self clicked the link. I was like, what is this?
We got another person in here. It's CNO 2727 Productions.
Will Iowa Interstate become a class 1? I don't think so.
No, it's not. It's not. It won't become one because they don't have a big enough network to be considered a class 1 because they only have trackage between Council Bluffs, Iowa, and Blue Island, Illinois.
They go to Peoria, Illinois.
That is true too. They do have Peoria trackage.
They own the track. On a track that on the Iowa Interstate track Peoria, I've never seen one Cena train on there.
Yeah, they're very rare.
I've thought about it.
Excuse me. I've thought about it. Well, I actually but yeah, I'm trying to film more Iowa Interstate stuff as of recently. I've been trying to go out there. Since I have my driver's license now, I can finally drive around more often. And I've been trying to get down to what else? Oh yeah, I've been trying to go to the Iowa Interstate more often just to see those trains go by because I've been trying to film Iowa Interstate as much as possible. I mean, sure, it is a little bit hard to find. Well, not exactly. I actually know exactly what time CBBI comes through Anawan. So.
Whatever you just said.
CBBI, the eastbound mixed freight that Iowa Interstate runs. That's its actual number, by the way. It's just called CBBI.
The female foamer? No, I don't.
I don't know about that. No. Why? Okay, now why does that remind me of that lady that claims that she dated a carnival ride and also Metro 2010 210?
You told me about that like 5 years ago. I was like, what?
Yeah, remember? Yeah, you remember Metro 210, the locomotive that someone has a crush on?
How do you have a crush on a locomotive?
Yeah, that's the same 50-year-old lady. There's a 50-year-old lady out there that has a crush on Metro 210, and she also claimed that she married a carnival ride and she named it Bruce. And then she claimed she used to date a Union Pacific ace and used to date a freaking truck. Oh, please don't remind me of Metro 210. Yeah, bro, what is she doing with her life?
I have a question. How do you reproduce with that relationship?
Hey, yo!
How do you reproduce with that relationship? You don't. What if you get scrapped? Would you kill yourself?
Bro, something is wrong with her.
This was all the way in 2020.
Dude.
At least that's what I was told.
Well, I was told back in like 2022 when I was first.
No, you told me this in like 2020.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was that. Yeah.
I didn't know.
Like, I think earlier this week, I was just now thinking about that. I was like, what?
Bro, why did she claim that she used to date a UP ace? Which number, though?
She stuck it in a ace.
Dude, something is wrong with that.
Why do you do that? Well, how and why?
There's a channel called Rails, Tales, and Sales. Yeah. Honestly, I would be surprised if there was only one railroad in the U.S. by 2050. Logan said
in the future there's going to be this one dystopian railway.
Yeah, it's just going to be called America Pacific or something like that.
I forgot what Logan called it, but he called it shit something. He said where dreams go to die.
Dreams go to die?
You're not even that funny.
I mean, there was a
That's what
rumor.
I
I
think.
did hear a rumor once that that CN had plans to purchase Iowa Interstate, but I think those were fake. I think someone made a rumor about that, and it was just coming days after CN made a deal with the Iowa Northern. I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, Iowa Interstate. I don't think is planning on merging with anything. They just want to stay themselves.
Railroad of America, where we only care about your shareholders. Oh, okay, that's gonna. This is one like trader railroad I think called Rail America, so I think that's what it would be called.
Yeah. I just hope that I'm pretty sure that the Surface Transportation Board is going to decline the UP-NS merger. To be honest, the reason is because what I believe is because you know how there's so many like pretty much if this happens, sure, Norfolk Southern's the smallest Class 1 railroad, but if you think about it, they're just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger over time. So. And plus, Norfolk Southern, I think, also acquired a short line anyway.
They did.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was called.
Yeah, same. So there's literally no reason for them to do this merger. Because, in my opinion, if Union Pacific wants to merge with another company, just go find a short line. There's plenty of them.
That's not nice. Union and Southern.
Union and Southern. Oh, God.
I said you earlier. I said Norfolk Pacific, Union, Southern.
Oh, God.
So they're not even going to make a new scheme.
They're pretty much they're just pretty much calling the company UP. So pretty much Union Pacific is buying Norfolk Southern.
What a bunch of scummy dickheads.
Yeah. Well, Pennsylvania Railroad rolling in the. Oh yeah.
At one time?
Oh wait. Guess what, Mr. Yards?
I read this. I'm trying to respond to this. Did they hate Union Pacific? Because if they did, oh boy.
Not really, because they didn't have anything to do with them. They were just PRR was focused on the New York Central. They just hated mostly New York Central, and that was it.
And what happened then? You should totally start repainting your stuff.
All right. Well, I think I'm gonna end.
You should totally start repainting before you get approved.
Oh yeah, become SPSF.
But what if it's successful?
Oh God.
It's gonna be something.
Well, I think I'm gonna end the stream here because I think the stream has finally died down. So.
And I want to eat pizza. I'm waiting to eat pizza right now.
Yep. All right. I think that'll be the end for this stream. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Smash that like button. Leave a comment what you think for the. Oh, hold on. More stuff is pouring in. Now all the foamers are gonna
crashed into trailer trucks. Was Norfolk in Southern. I thought Penn Central had the most derailments. Apparently not.
Now all the foamers are gonna wish that the big boy over a horseshoe curve. Oh yeah, that is true. Yep. I'm gonna end the stream here. So smash that like button and subscribe. Comment about what your opinions are for the streamers, like the people that watch the replay. So that'll be it for the stream. So with that said, this is Trainboy 1522 Productions. Over and out.
I'm just here. Sub to me.